Welcome to the Crypto Breakdown Show, your guide through the fast-moving world of digital assets. We break down the latest market moves, industry trends, and the big stories shaping the future of crypto. Just a quick reminder, this isn't financial advice. We're here to share news, insights, and updates to help you stay informed and ahead of the curve. All right, let's get started. Recapping some of the top news from October 9th. Today, we're diving into a whirlwind of innovation, market shifts, and a few dramatic twists. First, let's kick things off with a true success story. Shayne Coplan, at just 27, has become the world's youngest self-made billionaire. His blockchain prediction market, Polymarket, just secured a massive $2 billion investment from Intercontinental Exchange, hitting an $8 billion valuation. This follows Polymarket's smart move to acquire a CFTC-licensed exchange, turning regulatory challenges into a huge win. While some are celebrating, others are fighting. Over 250,000 letters have flooded U.S. senators, mobilized by Stand with Crypto, urging protection for stablecoin yields in the Genius Act. This is a direct pushback against Wall Street banks lobbying to restrict these offerings, highlighting the ongoing battle for crypto's future in traditional finance. Innovation continues with TransCrypts, a blockchain startup that just raised $15 million led by Pantera Capital. They're expanding their self-sovereign identity platform from employment into healthcare and education, aiming to combat rising identity fraud by giving users control over their verified records. The market itself is a mixed bag. Bitcoin has been climbing, trading above $123,000, leaving analysts divided on the sustainability of its rally. Is it a deep rally, or is the market too complacent? Meanwhile, Bitcoin Jesus, Roger Ver, is reportedly nearing a settlement with the U.S. Department of Justice over $48 million in tax and fraud charges. Globally, crypto is expanding fast. Gemini has secured AUSTRAC registration to offer AUD trading in Australia, tapping into its growing digital asset market. And Ripple is making inroads in Bahrain, partnering to integrate blockchain and stablecoin infrastructure, with their LUSD stablecoin central to the strategy. Across Asia, SoftBank's PayPay acquired a 40% stake in Binance Japan, aiming to fuse crypto with cashless payments for its 70 million users. Not to be outdone, Bybit snagged the UAE's first full virtual asset platform operator license, solidifying its regulated presence in the region. However, it wasn't smooth sailing for everyone. DOGE and XRP both faced rejections at key resistance levels, sliding due to profit-taking. Several altcoins, including HBAR, XLM, Link, AAVE, and Filecoin, also experienced drops, with BAR's dip specifically linked to the U.S. government shutdown delaying critical SEC ETF approvals. This shows how regulatory gridlock can impact prices. Despite short-term volatility, the long-term outlook remains bullish for many. Arthur Hayes of Maelstrom argues that Bitcoin's traditional four-year cycle is dead, believing global monetary policy shifts make a crash off the table. Bitwise CEO Hunter Horsley notes institutional investors are now employing sophisticated stock-picking strategies in crypto, signaling market maturation. A State Street survey confirms this, showing a majority of institutions expect to double their digital asset exposure by 2028, largely driven by tokenized private markets. The infrastructure continues to grow. The Ethereum Foundation is expanding its privacy efforts with a dedicated research cluster. Swiss-regulated Amina Bank is now offering institutional staking for Polygon's PUL token, signaling growing institutional engagement. Ex-Revolut executives launched Neverless, offering a boosted Bitcoin plan with up to 5x leverage for retail investors, democratizing access to powerful tools. Blockstreet raised $11.5 million to build an execution layer for on-chain stocks, while Cumulus AI secured a $500 million blockchain-backed facility to scale its AI compute infrastructure, using stablecoins to fund its GPU fleet. In Europe, the UK lifted its retail ban on crypto ETNs, allowing individuals to buy Bitcoin and Ether ETNs in tax-free accounts. And Luxembourg made headlines as the first Eurozone nation to invest in Bitcoin, allocating 1% of its sovereign wealth fund to Bitcoin ETFs. Privacy is also seeing advancements, with Near's intent-based systems spiking in activity thanks to Zcash's Zashi wallet integration for private swaps, enhancing user experience across the ecosystem. Institutional adoption is undeniably accelerating. Two-prime lending hit a record $827 million in Bitcoin-backed loans, demonstrating the demand for advanced digital asset lending services. Benchmark analysts believe Michael Saylor's strategy is pioneering a new Bitcoin-backed fixed income market through its perpetual preferred shares. And Citi flagged OSL as a top bet in Hong Kong's crypto sector, citing its strong regulatory strategy. However, caution remains. JP Morgan predicts only modest inflows for Solana ETFs, even with likely SEC approval, citing weak network activity and investor fatigue. The broader market dipped as the dollar strengthened ahead of Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's speech, with concerns over inflation and the government shutdown creating uncertainty. JP Morgan also warned of a potential stock crash, adding to market jitters. A major potential acquisition also made waves. Coinbase and Mastercard were reportedly in advanced talks to buy stablecoin fintech BVNK for up to $2.5 billion, underscoring the fierce competition in digital payments. Citi Ventures also invested in BVNK, joining Visa as a backer. Finally, a leaked proposal from U.S. Senate Democrats regarding DeFi is stirring controversy, with industry insiders warning it could effectively ban DeFi in the U.S. if entities profiting from front-end platforms have to register as brokers. This proposal could drive innovation overseas despite provisions to exempt truly decentralized protocols. The market itself reflected this uncertainty, with a Bitcoin whale opening a $420 million leveraged short, coupled with regulatory jitters from South Korea's cold wallet seizures and a high correlation with equity markets. That's a wrap for this edition of the Crypto Breakdown Show. Whether the market's pumping, dumping, or just drifting sideways, we're here to help you navigate it all. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's crypto curious. Thanks for listening, and remember, no matter where the charts go, stay grounded, stay informed, and stay crypto smart. Until next time.